I had the opportunity to spend some time with a small independent game called The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. No thanks to Best Buy because the game came out on Sunday, so I was able to play like Sunday afternoon. That's when I started playing it, right? So I played for about I want to say like 2 hours total, like I want to say like 3 hours total on Sunday. It wasn't too bad. But then I played another hour yesterday. The game's real good. Like 11 out of 10. Sell your Xboxes. That game's good. The game is the real deal. I thought I went in and I was like, oh well, this is gonna be like Breath of the Wild, right? The same kind of thing. Like I had that mentality because of the trailers and whatnot. Although I had watched some of the reviews and I was like, oh no, like this is like it is something different. And technically, like mechanically, it is Breath of the Wild, but because they change up the power ups that you have at the beginning and they're completely different, it makes it a big deal. And I was playing this game, right? My daughter was here. Like we're playing on in this room because I have a second Switch dock here, so we docked it here and we played. Bro, I have never played a game that I've laughed so hard in playing the game because it was so much fun. Like
Oh,
it was something that has never happened before.
wow.
And we were both here and we were just like laughing our guts off, dude. It was
Wow.
freaking hilarious because you start building
Wow.
stuff. I'm sure you've seen some of the stuff that's out there.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I've seen
start
it.
building things, man, and wow, dude. And it just changes everything. So if you played Breath of the Wild, right? It's definitely play it, right? If you never played Breath of the Wild, it's tough
Hmm.
because I think Breath of the Wild needs to be experienced. Unfortunately, I think this game is better. So it's like Resident Evil 4 remake. It's like the original's great. I think this remake just takes its place, and this is kind of like what happens with Breath of the Wild. This one, Tears of the Kingdom kind of takes over. Breath of the Wild has its things. They do it, and it does its things great. It's not as complex. This game is a little more complex. It has a little bit more going on. But I think that you know if you're looking for a Zelda experience, I, this one's definitely a lot more story driven. There's a lot more, at least where I'm at right now. And I'm off of the tutorial area, and I did a few things out of that area. Um, there's definitely they're guiding you more towards a story, whereas the Breath of the Wild was like, here you go, do whatever you want, right? So this one's different. Um, but Breath of the Wild is kind of like Elden Ring. Elden Ring is like that. It's like, oh, you're out here, do whatever you want, right? These points will guide you to where you need to go, but you're out here and you feel free to tackle it however you want. That's Breath of the Wild. It's kind of like the same way. This one, at least as of now, they are more like we gotta get you through this story bit, and then we're gonna cut you loose. That's what it feels like.
Hmm.
Um, but it's good. Haven't had any technical problems. Frame rate does dip under 30 if you're if you're using the ultra hand, because the way that that ultra hand changes the physics when you activate it, so it does take a processing hit. But overall, it runs pretty good. Like I don't, it doesn't. It's not running awful. Which I've been playing Survivor. I switched it to quality mode. It's 30, but I have no screen tearing. It doesn't dip, and it feels better overall. So last weekend I played a ton of that because I was waiting for Zelda to come out. So played a ton of Survivor and played it like that, and it worked great. But yeah, no, it feels great. Game's real good. Game's real good,
That's
Joe.
awesome. That's awesome,
Um,
man. I gotta do it. Gotta do
yeah,
the first one in that.
it's really good. Again, it takes a little bit to get used to if it's your first time. It's tough, right? Because you only start with three hearts. You got to know what you're doing. Like even knowing what you're doing, like from Breath of the Wild, you can bring some of that knowledge over, and it still feels, it's like, okay, I can get away with this, but it does feel different. With it doesn't feel. It's the same thing with different. Like you said it. It's like it. It's a word catchphrase, right? That we've come to use.
Very much.
Yeah. So, um, it is Breath of the Wild. It's Breath of the Wild enhanced, right? So, but it's not only enhanced, but it just feels different enough where I think they can definitely justify the price for it. There's like a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is like Breath of the Wild DLC." It's like, no, bro, this is like, it does feel different. So, yeah, fantastic game, dude.
It's
Absolutely,
awesome.
what a freaking year, bro. Oh my god, like Resident Evil and Survivor, and then this game. I played the demo for Street Fighter. The game's real good, dude. And then Final Fantasy's coming out, and then Spider Man's coming out, and then whatever else is around, dude. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm running out of cash. That's the problem. That's the real problem that I'm having. Like I've already exhausted my allotment for the first 6 months of the year. It's like I don't know how am I gonna afford Spider Man, right? And we'll talk about the PlayStation
Well,
event later, but
well, PlayStation Sony, if you want to
it's
send us a copy for
oh, sure,
science
sure. Yeah,
purposes,
DualSense Edge. I will definitely do a
well,
review on that
yes, we'll
if
gladly do it.
if you provide.